In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the way that you can virtually guarantee your success as a life insurance agent. The thing that's really helped push me through very hard times, and a realization that I've had in the past few months that has really translated to great success, that it's allowed me to make $20,000 to $40,000 per month consistently, not only just one time, but on a consistent basis. Because the reality is you're not wanting just to make a few $100,000, but you're wanting to know that that's going to be consistently coming in over and over and over again. Especially as I talk to agents on a day-to-day basis, that's the real thing that people are looking for, and you're probably looking for as well, is the peace of mind knowing that you are going to have consistent income coming in over and over and over and over and over again. And so there's a rule, right? There's a cause, and then there's the effect. The reason why the effect happens is because the cause, right? There's an action. And so an object in motion stays in motion. But the hardest thing to do is actually build momentum to get an object in motion. Because if it's already in motion, if there's already momentum built, it's easier to sustain that momentum. So a way that's really going to help you as a life insurance agent really scale your business, really allow there to be consistency in your life, in your business, personal life, family, whatever aspect you really want to grow in your life. That's really helped me is habit stacking, but not in the traditional way. And here's what I mean. A lot of people that I speak with and that I actually coach and mentor want to pick up a ton of things, want to pick up 10 different things that they need to start doing on a consistent basis, right? That they can, that they need to do, right? And so, okay, here's an example. I'm waking up at 8 a.m. And here's just an example because this is probably what you're going through right now. Wake up at 8 a.m., scroll on TikTok or Instagram, eat breakfast maybe, and then sometimes work out here or there, and then get on the phones by 10 a.m. and then dial for an hour or two. And then after that hour or two, you go on Instagram or you're on your laptop or computer watching Facebook, Instagram, YouTube videos, whatever it is, right? So this is kind of the cycle, and then you end up not hitting your goals. And so what you do is, or what a lot of people do, is like, I want to reinvent myself. I want to change everything that I'm doing. So I'm going to start waking up at 5 a.m. I'm going to do a 3-hour morning routine. I'm going to get on the phones by 9 a.m. I'm going to dial 500 dials a day when you're used to 100. It's like adding so many things in that are not sustainable. And so the way that you really grow your skills and really start building momentum is choosing one thing, right? Maybe two things, but one thing at the just choose one thing that you are going to commit to for the rest of your life. And don't stop it. Right. And so I'll give you a few examples that have really helped me. I wanted to make a huge transition and really like grow my physique and really get a better body, right? Because I wanted to lose fat. I wanted to gain muscle. And so practically what a lot of people do is they go on a crazy crash diet. They work out more than they should. They start doing all these crazy cardio things that they absolutely hate. And then what happens after a week, after a month, after a few months is they binge, and they're back to the same weight that they had. And I didn't want to do that. And so what I did instead was I went slow and steady. There's a saying, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And so that's the same thing that you want to do in your business, in anything in life, but really in your business is picking one thing that you are going to commit to on a consistent basis and never stop. So for me in my fitness journey, what I did was I just started tracking my calories just to be able to get subconsciously aware of like what I was doing, right? Because the first thing in problem solving is just being aware of the problem. Now what I did was started tracking my calories, wasn't crazy hard on myself. And then on top, because I wasn't used to that, so I had to pick up something new. So all I did was just track it. I wasn't crazy strict on what I was actually eating for the first 1 to 2 weeks. Then what happened, I also started weighing myself every day, just as a very simple habit that I could do on a day-to-day basis. And then the last thing I did was just track my workouts. And so I actually had a log consistently that every single workout that I track or every single workout that I do, I actually track. So I actually have the sheet here. I want to show you guys, just as proof. And so there is, ever since I started my fitness journey, you guys can see, this is, let's see here. This is in October, right? So October, you guys could see that. Literally every single day, pretty much. Since then, all these numbers right here are dates that I actually tracked and weighed in, right? And so that takes us to March. And so what happens is picking up a habit or picking up a skill or picking up something that you're going to do on a day-to-day basis every single day that you can commit to for the long run. Because if you're not going to do it for the long run and it's not sustainable in that time, then it's not worth doing at all. And so you want to find a thing that a small thing that you can do that'll help reach your goals and just cement it into your life and your habits, right? So what I do is typically I don't take rest days, which I know I probably should, but I wanted to cement the habit in my life. But it's waking up 4:55 every morning, waking up and going to the gym. And so that's cemented in my life. And so the first thing I do is I wake up, go to the bathroom, and weigh myself. So I'm conscious of how I ate the day before and what small improvements that I can do today. Am I on the right path to be able to get there? And then what I do is I go work out, and right after that, I give myself a protein shake. I have my protein shake already lined up, ready to go. So I can, one, reinforce that what I did is a good decision, but then two, build my identity as somebody that focuses on fitness. So I start my whole day with that mindset and intention that this is who I am. I'm very conscious of working out. I'm conscious of my body. I'm conscious of what I'm putting into myself, and I actually do really small things to be able to get to where I want to go and cast votes, right? Every single decision that you make, even if it's a small decision, is a vote towards the person that you want to become. And so if you want to become an excellent life insurance sales producer, if you want to make a ton of money, you have to think of the habits that person needs. And so one thing that's really helped me is thinking about, okay, what's the dream person that I want to be? Who's the person that's making $100,000 a day? What habits and what skill sets and what beliefs do they carry with the world? And how can I take that right now? Because there's a fallacy where I'm going to act this way when I start doing these things. When I start making $100,000 a day, I'll become this person. But the reality is you have to become the person and the money will follow, especially when you're growing your business. So right now, you don't have control if the money is coming in or not. You have control of the person that you are going to become and the person that deserves making that and the person that actually does make that money. So whatever aspect you want to grow in life, whether it's fitness, personal, relational, spiritual, fitness, whatever it is, think about the person that you desire to become and the money or whatever will follow. And so it's about building the habits, like outlasting, being patient, but also very dialed in on your habits. Habits are everything. Habits will create the person that you are to become. And so I can tell if somebody's going to be really successful based on the habits and the daily things that they do, because it's the end result is not a one-time thing. It's a decision made over and over and over and over and over again. And so what you want to do in your business is, hey, I am going to master my morning, whatever your morning routine is. And honestly, the shorter, the better. I'm going to master my morning routine so that I can get to work right away, because you are trying to optimize to make more money. That's why you got into the industry, most likely. And so the way that you do that is optimizing your morning routine to be able to get to that spot. So I firmly believe in praying, meditating. I firmly believe in journaling, in working out. But I don't want a long, extensive 3 to 5 hour time in the morning before I start actually getting to my day. And so the day actually starts the day before. And so it takes preparation. It takes forethought. It actually takes the intentionality to make sure that you're mastering your morning. So what I do is, for me to master my morning, I go and I lay out all my clothes before I go to sleep. So when I do that, I'm already thinking about building the habits and the skill, like what I want to do in the morning. So for you, as you're optimizing to be able to get to that spot where you're making a ton of money, actually succeeding as a life insurance agent, you have to be thinking and having forethought of exactly what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. The first 5 to 10 steps, like literally thinking map by map by map, step by step by step, map it all out of what you're actually going to accomplish when you wake up, and all the way up to actually dialing, and then dialing. How many dials are you going to do? So here's what I mean. Set intentions, and not just intentions, set exact goals that you are going to do. When you wake up, what water are you going to drink when you wake up? Right? Because you're probably going to drink some water. Put the cup out or get it near you, right? Or think through what you're going to do when you wake up. When I wake up, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to check my phone for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever I got to do. I'm going to go work out for 45 minutes to an hour. Right after that, I'm going to take off my clothes because I'm sweaty. I'm going to put new clothes on. I'm going to put deodorant on. I'm going to go into my office and I'm going to start dialing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my headset or headphones and I'm going to plug them in and I'm just going to start press go. And so what you do is you plan all that out. And then in the night before, close out all your tabs except what you need open. So right when you open up your computer, you're not distracted by anything else. This is the level of intentionality that will help you win, that will help you succeed, that will help you actually stay the course in the long run. Because if you can build these habits and make it on autopilot to where you are just doing the thing that you're required to do, and your subconscious just knows exactly what you need to do and how to do it. And you follow your standards, which your new standards are doing that consistently over time. That's what will allow you to win. That's how top people win, is they commit to something small, and they let wins stack on themselves, doing that day in and day out, day in and day out. When I wanted to really grow on YouTube and I've really wanted to make more videos just like this, I've committed every single day. I'm going to post one video. And I'm going to make it as easy as possible, right? So I haven't made an edited video for over 40 days or 45, close to 50 days now. It's like 47 or 48 days straight. And so I'm walking the talk. I'm actually doing this day in and day out, making sure that actually happens. So when there's life that happens, when there's things that actually happen in my life, or weekends when I don't work, I actually make a couple videos beforehand and schedule them. So I know on autopilot that is going out. I build systems around me being able to see the success that I want. So pick one habit and stick with it for the long run and allow that to compound over time. And when you have that so mastered and so dialed in, and you're doing the boring work over and over and over and over and over again, and you're doing the thing that you said you were going to do, then maybe think about adding another thing. So I didn't think about posting a video every single day until I had my morning routine mastered and dialed in. And so I could do that on autopilot every single day. Boom, boom, boom. I mastered the time I go to bed, 8:30, 9 o'clock, so that I can wake up 4:55. Boom, I'm ready. I'm actually waking up earlier than my alarm now because my body is trained. Even on weekends, I don't allow myself to sleep in as much. I'll sleep in till 6, maybe 6:30. Still go to the gym. Boom, get it done. And just so that we can continue rolling. So this is what it takes. If you do this, you will outlast the people that you are competing against, because 92% of life insurance agents fail. But if you think about it and you were to ask those people, did they have good habits? Were their habits reflecting them winning or losing? What did that actually look like? Were they accountable to it? Did they miss 2 days straight? Did they miss consistently? Because the reality is, if you build these habits, which is awesome, and you do it for a short amount of time, and all of a sudden you go on vacation for 3 weeks and don't do anything, and you fall out of habit and alignment of what you're doing, it's not a recipe for success. So make a commitment, a short-term or a long-term, but very small commitment, even if it's drinking a gallon of water every single day. And don't set an end date. Just do it every single day. Or if it's half a gallon, make sure that you hit that every single day, because that'll build confidence in what you are doing, and it'll translate into other areas of your life. Hey, I'm going to brush my teeth at 8 a.m. every single day. I'm going to work out every single day and do a resistance training. I'm going to make a YouTube video every day. Like whatever it is, make it so that every single day you're doing this activity that will allow you to succeed in the long run. So I hope this helps. Drop in the comments right now what you are going to commit to, the small thing that you are commit to, because a lot of you guys watch these videos, you comment, you'll like it, you'll just watch them, and then nothing changes. That means you haven't learned. That means like you can watch these videos over and over and over again, but if you don't actually do anything and take action, then what are you going to keep doing? Like when's the time to actually change? The time to change is right now. Even if you're busy, think of something small and micro that you are going to do and actually change. Because if you don't change, you are just going to be watching these videos and be full of potential and do nothing with it. And so I want to ask you, is that the person that you actually want to be? Are you going to are you going to go and take action? Are you going to do the small things? Are you going to actually commit? And by committing, drop in the comments right now and let me know what you are actually going to do over a long period of time. And I'll actually comment back to you, and I'll actually give you feedback. If you need anything, I'll be able to there to help you. But choose and commit, make the decision, because you've probably been thinking about what you need to do for the past 3, 6, 9, even 9 months, even a year. So when is the time that you are going to change? Is it right now, in this moment, right now, or are you just going to keep staying the same? Because most people, and you probably know a lot of them, stay in the exact same situation. They said they wanted to change a year ago, 2 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. And it builds over and over and over and over and over again. And tomorrow never comes. And so do you want to be that person that's full of potential and never actually reaches anything? Or do you want to be that person that actually takes action, that holds himself accountable, that does something super small? You get to choose. Your habits are going to form the future you that you become. And so what are you going to choose? The decision is yours. So drop in the comments right now what you are going to commit to moving forward, and hold yourself accountable. If you can't hold yourself accountable, ask other people. Ask other people for advice. Ask other people to hold you accountable. Help. That's why I'm actually building a free school community so that we can hold each other accountable. That's why we have the paid community that we have, is so that people can hold themselves accountable. Everybody posts their numbers every single day. That's just a habit that people are getting into. Because if you hold yourself accountable, over time, it's actually going to be a reward that you get because you're doing so well, and you're actually going to get rewarded over and over and over and over and over again. So choose your habits wisely. And be very intentional, because you only have one life. So I'll see you guys on the next video. If you need anything, let me know. Subscribe right now. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.